Hi Sarah.
Hi Paul.
Okay, we've now created a client and we've learned how to enter and edit existing details. What we're going to do now is actually create a client portfolio. Okay, now, and again, just to be clear, you don't have to enter any client details within the record here to create a portfolio. As long as you have the client name in the top left-hand corner, you can now go and create a personalised portfolio for a client and create a pre-sale report. Okay?
Oh, that makes it quicker then.
It does.
Cool.
So in this video, we're just going to create the portfolio, and then we'll have a look at another couple of videos to learn how to manipulate the portfolio that we've built and how to create a pre-sale report as a separate item. Okay, so simply enough, we create portfolio. Now, if you've entered any existing accounts, the system will pull those existing accounts over for you.
Oh.
So if we take the situation that we built in the client record, then what we can do is I think we left 50,000 on instant access, and then we built a portfolio over 4 years with the other money. So what we're going to do, in this box here, you edit that to show how much you are leaving with the existing account provider. Now in some situations that could be 0, in which case you change that to 0, or you tick the box here to remove it. In other situations you'll be leaving it well alone, and in other situations you'll be doing what we've done here. Now whatever you do and whatever you leave there, that will be brought forward into the portfolio creation piece, and then we just work through the process. So we enter the £200,000, we work left to right, select our deposit accounts. These two buttons that come up here are for power of attorney and court of protection cases, should they be required. Now, on the account application type, whilst we've created the opportunity here to select any sort of application route, the reality is that if the best account is a branch-based one, but the branch is 30, 40, 100 miles away, you won't be sending your client out to open that account. So to make this work effectively, we normally work with the postal and the online account applications, and then quite simply you select the account types that you want to have within your portfolio. Now we've got £250,000 within this, or with this client. We've said we're going to leave 50 on instant access. That could quite easily be, and we'll do this change now, let's leave 5,000 in the client's current account, and let's put 5,000 in the best instant access account. Okay, and I can now, if I wish, go back and change this to 245,000. Okay, the fourth column is, this column is normally left alone because typically people won't mind how the interest is paid, and people will want the FSCS protection. If no protection is required, and you, or rather, maximum protection isn't required, then you just tick no preference here. Okay, I now click apply filter, and the system is going away to give me the accounts that fit my criteria. And what it's going to do is going to take 245,000 and divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's how many account types we've selected within the portfolio. So it's going to give me just short of £50,000 into each one. You then get the main portfolio tab come up when the system's done its work, and this is the table. Now, a question that we get asked a lot here is, we have different levels within the table, and sometimes you can have a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many. All the levels signify are the creation of a table for a product to be entered. So, for example, this portfolio has taken the money, it's put £49,000 into each product area. Now, clearly, that doesn't exceed 85,000, which is the FSCS limit. If, however, it did, then you would need 2 accounts in each of these areas to fulfill the portfolio with the FSCS protection, and that is when you will get 2 levels in here. So all a separate level is when you need another account to provide the FSCS protection, and we'll see that in some later videos that we do. So now, if I have the shape of my portfolio, which I don't because I did say I want 45,000 there and 50,000 into each of these other account types. So I'll just go across the top here.
Can you change these and manipulate them to whatever amount you want?
You can. You can really personalise the portfolio to exactly what the client's requirements are.
Will it let you add more than 85,000, or is 85,000 the limit because of the FSCS limit?
No, it isn't the limit. So as before, when I said you could go over if you had no preference,
Right.
it will allow you to exceed. But you'll see in a minute that it'll show you what you're doing. So I've now created the shape of my portfolio, and I click at the top of each column to sort the accounts top to bottom. Now, be careful of these little blue icons here. Just hover over, get used to them, and we can see that this one has surrender penalties and postcode restriction. So if you do not live in those postcodes, you will not get that money. We also have, and this is very interesting, a loyalty saver here with Nationwide, and that is for existing members only. Existing members who have been with the society for 15 years or more. So the next one down, we have an age restriction and a bonus. Okay, so Target is for the over 50s only. So we use these icons to help us make a selection, and in this example, let's assume that we don't qualify for any of those, so it's the Tesco one at 1.4% because that's the highest clean account, with no restrictions. And then you simply click on the interest rate to add an account to your portfolio. And we can see now it's gone green. And what that means is as we go through the portfolio build, it continually tells us that we've got the Tesco Bank and whoever else, Birmingham Midshire, is now in our portfolio. And we just click on top to bottom to sort them, and then we click on the highest clean record to select. Now the reality is, and I'll just show you this, Sarah, because this relates to the question you asked earlier. Let's say I did want Investec again. I've now got £100,000 in Investec because I've got some in the 2-year and some in the 3-year. Okay, the record has gone red, and at the top here it tells me I'm over by £15,000.
Okay.
To change that record, I just simply click on the interest rate of the account that I require. Now, ironically, and fortuitously, we've ended up with 5 different product providers there. We've built a portfolio for £245,000. The annual return on that is 5,460, and the average rate of interest is 2.23%. Now, from here, we can manipulate this portfolio. We can add cash ISAs if we wanted to, and we could change the amounts that we put into each box if we wanted to. We could change the length of the portfolio if we wanted to, and that's going to be demonstrated in another video. What we could also do now is save the portfolio, which takes us back over to our client area. Okay, so I'm going to save that now, and then we'll learn how to build a client pre-sale report again in a later video. Okay?
Yeah, great.
Thanks for listening.